I'm sure you've seen the headlines out there where the real estate market is crashing, it's plunging, it's tumbling down. It's going to be 2008 all over again. And a lot of these articles are clickbait, and I'm going to explain to you why. But just taking a step back, let's look at where we currently are. We've seen the market soften a little bit, as we've been talking about happening throughout this year. I mean, if you look back over time too, since 1968, the real estate market has risen on average 4.22%. The last few years, we've seen 20+% year-over-year increases, in some markets 25% year-over-year increases. So it should come as no surprise that a correction was due in the real estate market. So as you know, the Fed increased the federal funds rate, mortgage rates shot through the roof, and demand has softened. And so we've seen prices come down just a little bit. However, we have seen some recent optimism. A lot of homes that have been sitting on the market have gone under contract. This likely could be because mortgage interest rates have dropped a little bit, and buyers are becoming more knowledgeable about some of these buy-down programs, like a 3-2-1 buy-down or a 2-1 buy-down, that allows buyers to essentially buy down their mortgage interest rate for a period of time, for a few years. And so that's what's currently going on. What do we see happening in 2023, and why do we think it's not going to be like 2008? Well, there's a few reasons for that. And the number one thing is that there is still a ton of equity out there, like $14 trillion of equity that homeowners have. The unemployment rate is still very, very low. Now, that could tick up a little bit with some of these big layoffs that are happening, but there was a labor shortage. And so I think it's unlikely that it will drastically put people underwater. Right now, there's 2.9% of homeowners in the United States are underwater. So I think that it's unlikely that we're going to see foreclosures anytime soon. Another thing to take into consideration is that the largest demographic of people out there in the United States are 30 to 33 years old. They want to get into their first homes. And supply is not going to drastically increase in 2023 for a few different reasons. Home builders are starting to pull back on their new construction because they don't want to get caught like they did in 2008. So you're going to see new construction slow down a little bit. And buyers considering making lateral moves, where they're not buying a bigger house or a smaller house, but they're considering, something different but similar, are not going to leave their 2.75 interest rate for a 7% interest rate. So I think that in and of itself will not cause the supply to just skyrocket. And of course, as we know, supply and demand. If supply shoots up and demand softens, that's when prices really come down. So these are the reasons why certainly we think there will be a drop in prices, but I think it's very unlikely that this is going to be a 2008 recession that we saw. I hope you guys found this video interesting. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Until next time, take care.
Hey, it's Britic. If you are considering buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Bellingham, Whatcom, and Skagit County, I would love to connect with you. You can call me or text me directly at 360-920-1218. I look forward to connecting.